This happened in upstate New York around 2008 or 2009. I lived in a very rural area and would rarely go into the woods. One summer afternoon, our group of friends got into a fight. So three of us, my friend Jay, my stepsister R, and myself, decided to explore the woods. We hiked for a while and found a giant rock. We climbed to the top of this rock. When we got to the top of the rock, I jokingly told my stepsister, "This reminds me of Tarzan when he beats his chest and yells." She thought that was funny, climbed up to the highest point of the rock, and did the yell. It was silent until something or someone yelled it back at us. And then we could hear something or someone crashing through the woods. The three of us sprinted out of those woods. We ran down to meet our friends on the Sandhill Road who we recently got into a fight with. We told them what happened, but they didn't believe us. Keep in mind, we were in middle school at the time, so we convinced them to hike with us back to the rock where whoever it was shouted back at us. They agreed, and there were 7 of us now. We got about halfway there, and there was this very loud humming that seemed to surround us, and we ran back home and never explored those woods again. A few years ago, I looked at the area on Google Earth, and there is nothing but dense woods. Who or what was mocking us? So, I just posted one of my unanswered stories about someone yelling back the Tarzan yell in the woods after one of my friends yelled it out first. This story that I'm posting now is completely explainable, but it scared us in the moment. This also takes place in upstate New York. When I was in elementary school, I would go to daycare in the summer. Our daycare lady was really cool, and she would let us go outside during the day and play in the woods near the daycare. As we got older, we would go further and further into the woods to explore. Well, one day, we were playing hide and seek. One girl, 2 years older than me, went to hide. However, after a while, she came running back out of the woods screaming bloody murder that she saw a girl wearing a beat-up shirt in overalls laying in a tree reading a book in the middle of the woods. Considering we were all in elementary school, we all freaked out and believed her. Nobody could fathom why a girl would be in the middle of the woods, dressed in that kind of clothing, reading a book. Fast forward to just after high school. My uncle is caretaking for a seasonal owner who just bought a property adjacent to my old daycare's property. He asked me to walk it with him. So we walk into the woods about a mile or so, and it opens up into a giant field. On this field, I see a house and a barn and a river on the other side. I recognized the river and knew it ran behind the property. Granted, I thought it was much further back than 1.5 miles. So in conclusion, this poor girl, who either lived or worked at this farm and wanted to relax in a tree with a book, got the shit scared out of her by a random screaming kid, who then caused her to run back into the woods. That's just my theory, but it is hilarious, and in hindsight, it makes the most sense.